Esports fans, do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments, short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments, short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments, short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple, and all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments, short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the VBCPL Season 1 Valorant Tournament, round of 64 open qualifiers. And yes, this is not the round of 128. We are into the round of 64, and that means we're slowly advancing in the tournament, going ahead. So, we are here with a couple of matches for you today. The first one is Enzio Esports versus Toxic Team on the map of Split, where Toxic Team have decided to tag first. We're going to be going into that match in a few seconds. I'm Kirito, by the way. Alongside me is my co-caster Faxer. So Faxer, I think you're a bit familiar with these teams. So what do you think is gonna be the? How do you think this match is gonna go down overall?
From the from the side of both of these teams, they have been through the round of 128 and they do deserve this spot. But talking about the defensive side and the esports, they got got tier players like in the form of Chosen One. Like he is one of those Sova mains in this country that you just want to admire so much, with the likes of Hermione and Blisstyle as well. On the other side, we got Vision, or more commonly known as Vision Baby, as he is the youngest immortal of this country, if if my knowledge is correct. And we got Zinc as well, who is the IGL of the team. He does have a big brain to give those call outs, and he's also the sentinel role for this team. On the other side, we do have Toxic Team. Now, I do not know personally, what this team can bring to the table, but nevertheless, they did qualify through the round of 128, and now they're into the round of 64, and they do deserve this spot. And it's gonna be one hell of a match to watch, Grito.
Absolutely, I'm hyped for this as much as you. And I think both of these teams, I guess both of them are a little bit, on the unknown side. We don't absolutely know who is who has the best of the abilities and who has uh, the advantage in which side, who is better with which kind of weapons, stuff that we usually know about most of the teams. But obviously, slowly but surely, after watching them advance to the round of 128 in the round of 64, in the round of 32 in the future, progressing through rounds, we'll get more and more familiar with them, and we'll be um, we'll be going uh, into the future rounds with more of a familiar idea of how these teams work. So I think we are going to be starting off the match in a few seconds, and I'm really looking forward to see what these teams actually bring to the table, because obviously they have crossed the round of 128, which is no easy task, and in the round of 64, obviously the competition is only going to get tougher. So we're already here in the map. We can see the agent selections are coming in already. NZO Zing from the side of NZO Esports has locked in for that breach, which is not a bad idea in the map of Split. Omen being chosen by the Chosen One. Well, that's an interesting choice, especially since Hasbullah is rovering his cursor over that Astra. So are they gonna go for a double controller on Split? Maybe, but maybe not as well. He's going for the Reyna. We do see Vision with the race pick, and so far I think Shadow might go for the Killjoy, but Hasbullah in the end is gonna go for the Sage. From the side of Toxic Team, we're gonna see GTX Genos X with the Phoenix. The Sky pick coming in from Zayat23, TT Deku going for the Sage, and AR Shahriar going for a Jet, and Omen being played by Exodia. So far we're not gonna see any Astra plays or any sort of the new agent plays. I think the only new agent in this in both of the teams are the Sky, which is being played by Zayat23. So um, seeing the lineups, Faxer, what do you think is the better lineup over here between these two sides, especially for the map of Split?
Well, I would have to go for Enzo Esports. Playing that breach instead of the sky, and playing that race with the one duelist comp. They are heavy on utility, and if they can utilize it properly, I think they got the win in the bag. But on the other side, we do have Team Toxic, who are on attack right now, and they do have two duelists and an initiator for them. So if they can pile up some rounds in the early stages of the match in this attacking half, it's gonna be very huge for them. On the other side, we do see double sentinels coming out from Enzo Esports, so they can also stack up sites and hold them with those crossfires and those killjoy setups, and as well as Sage can just go in and wall mid every round. Now, starting off the first round, we do see the attacking team just going for this A push pass as Genox. Genox is gonna take down Chosen One onto elbow. Shadow with the refract though on rafters. He's down, might even spot out
One down.
our Shariar hand, and does. But he is brought down to 65 HP, and the rotation has come in from Enzo Esports. But on the other side, look at this play coming in from Toxic Team as they are trying to rotate into mid. I think GTX and his teammates are going for this mid push. No, never mind. GTX is going for that rotation play on the, but both of his teammates are going for that B push, and they're gonna find this B side completely empty. Hasbullah doesn't check this angle, and it is all up to GTX right now. If you can get these 3 fragments of...
No, you
yes,
don't.
he does get the first one onto Zing.
Last player standing.
Hasbullah with another one onto Genox. Turns it down into a 1v3 situation for Zai to clutch it as well. But Vision does spot him out and take him down. And the first round goes in favor of Enzo Esports.
Definitely the first round giving a big advantage to the side of Enzo Esports, and I have to say a really good rotation coming out of Toxic Team, and especially coming from the Phoenix GTX Genos X, hiding in that little corner in mid, allowing him to get a frag on the rotations. But I guess the timing was a little bit off. We did see Enzo Shadow coming in from Vents, trying to shoot him down from behind, but Hasbullah with a double kill there saved the round. I think if the rotation was a little bit quicker coming down from the side of Toxic Team, maybe they would have been able to plan the bomb quicker and set up for the post-plan scenario. But I see they have some good tactics up their sleeve. I think this match might be a little bit longer and a little bit more entertaining than we expected, but right now we do see a bit of a buy round coming in from both sides, a force buy from the side of Toxic Team. We see an Ares being brought by AR Shariar, a couple of Spectres, well actually one Spectre and a couple of Stingers, the Marshal for Exodia. And on the other side, we're gonna see all Spectres except for the singular Ares by the Chosen One, who's playing the Omen. Just one of my more favorite agents, on a cosmetic scale. He looks really cool, and the Chosen One is a good name for him. But right now we're gonna see Toxic Team. They're rotating to this B garage area, and the only one holding that B garage angle is Vision with the Spectre playing the Raze. He has no armor, but the wall is gonna come in from the side of TT Jet. The bomb plan is also going. The Sky Flash will slow down any chance that Enzio has to stop this bomb plan. But some damage has been done though as they take down Zyd 2-3. But Air Shari with that trade. Enzio Zink is not gonna stay silent either. He's gonna take down Zin on X as the side retake is on the way. Shadow and Vision both take a frag, although Zink got taken out by Dex there. Trade was provided, but this nice one-way smoke, the defuse is being all on to Exudia. He just needs to stick it. He doesn't get the shot on Vision. He's gonna be able to take him down. And the defuse comes in clutch from Shadow. What a play coming down from him. And I mean, they just remain calm. I think they pretty much knew where Exodia, I'm not sure who was in the postman, but where the player was. I think it was Exodia, where Exodia was. And he just, they just played calm and held those close angles, allowing him to push through and easily get the frag. And the defuse was stuck pretty easily. So overall, really, really well played in the postman scenario. But right now we're gonna see a technical pause coming in. I'm not sure if it's a technical pause from the side of Enzio. And I think they might be facing some technical issues. I think the Chosen, or the players might have some ping issues. But as soon as the issue is resolved, we will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us. But for now, let's talk about our sponsors. Our sponsors are Blisstyle Electronics, Ravenclaws Eshop, and our community partner is VBC, or Valorant Bangladesh Community. And this tournament is powered by Range.gg. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After this technical pause coming in from Enzo Esports, they did get the first 2 rounds, and I think they're up for another round in this one because from the side of Toxic team, they did force buy in the last round and they did lose that round. But so they have to save for this round this time, and I think it's another pause coming in from this time. It's gonna be Toxic team with the pause timer, but unless it has been turned off, and we are starting this round as Toxic team trying to push this A side. Chosen one with a nice one with Smoke, and Spectre is lurking up onto this behind this box. I don't think they're really expecting this side is gonna pop that flash up, but does not find any info whatsoever. The alarm bot gets triggered. The Chosen one has all the info that he needs. He did hear the footstep. Shadow is hey, so Chosen one gets the first strike on the Giant.
One enemy remaining.
Far for himself.
Spike down A.
On alive, Charrier gets taken down by Zinc as a flawless, near to flawless round comes out for Enzo Esports. 3-0 is the scoreline for Enzo Esports right now, and seeing maybe picking up that operator on this other side, we could see the first full buy coming out from Toxic team, probably because they do have the money for it right now. And we do see Zinc picking up that operator, maybe. No, never mind. He's gonna go for that rifle. Shadow and Hasbullah with rifles as well. On the other side, Vision and Chosen One still sticking with their Phantoms from the second round. Now, coming into this A pushes from Toxic team, they are just forcing A every round and it's just not working out for them. But this time, they do get the side though with this ult coming in from the Phoenix. Shariar with this positioning, he might just catch some players from Enzo Esports with this judge play coming in from him. But I think Shariar might just see his barrel. Enzo Hasbullah though, taking down Zion. Shadow does take down here. Shariar, Shadow with 2 for himself. And it's a 2v4 situation in favor of Enzo Esports right now.
Last player standing.
Under so much pressure, Shadow and Hasbullah cleaning it up for their team. And they get the 4th round on the board for themselves. A nice, flawless round coming out from them.
Flawless.
Such a huge boost to their economy. On the other side, Toxic team, they should have won that round. They had the side for free. I suppose they had no. It was a 5v5 retake coming in from Enzo Esports, and Shariar did have an aggressive position with the judge. He should have taken down at least 2 players coming in from Enzo Esports, but Shadow, clearing all the angles that he needs to clear, does catch him out and wins the round for his team along with Hasbullah. Now we do see a weird buy coming out from Toxic team with Phantom, 2 judges, and Vectors. They're just trying to force this mid area right now as Hasbullah will get the wall down, trying to stop them with those floors as well. Zinc and Hasbullah with this crossfire angle might be able to counter this one out. Hasbullah though, supporting his teammate, is gonna take down
You will not
GTX.
kill my
Well, the
ally.
outside is gonna come down from JQ, but Air Shariar blindly just pushing in to be heaven, gets punished for it anyways by Hasbullah. And now, once again, it's a 4v5 situation in favor of Enzo Esports. Toxic team just very confused right now onto mid. They're just stacked up. One ult from the breach, and it's all over for them. Exodia don't get taken down by one. And Zinc will get the second one
Spike
onto
down
Zinc.
mid.
All up
One
Zion
enemy remaining.
and his teammate GTX right now, who is stuck in vents. Gets the first strike on the Shadow, but initially gets taken down by Vision as Enzo Esports gets the 5th round on the board. Now coming to this 6th round, guys, we're seeing another buy. They're just forcing buys at this point. Toxic team, they should, acknowledge that their money is not strong enough for just pushing into sites, for just rushing in. They need to save up for those rifles. On the other side, the credits from Enzo Esports are huge. Vision still has 8,200 credits left. Chosen One almost maxed out onto 8,900 credits. Vision though going a little bit aggressive onto B main is gonna get forced back as he spots out some players coming in from the Toxic team, but this player coming in from Toxic team without any information whatsoever is a little bit weird on my part. But Enzo Esports though, it's a 3-man stack in B, and A side is all but empty right now. It's only Shadow left in A side.
I've got your
Chosen
trail.
might have his back right now as he did make the rotation. The ult comes out from Zayed as the wall is being broken down. Hasbullah under so much pressure with that ult coming from the sky. He
Found
might
them.
just get
Bomb
taken
grenade
down,
out.
but Shadow does know of this lurking coming out from Toxic Team. As GTX is gonna get
Spike
that
planted.
beautiful one tap onto him. Cleans him out like that. Hasbullah though is gonna even things out, taking down Exodia onto mid, the lurker. As they're trying to regroup right now, Enzo Esports for this
I need
retake.
help.
Zayed though under heaven. The good
Joke's
position for
over.
him if they
You're
do not
dead.
shake. The ult is gonna come out from GTX anyways, pushing them back a little bit. But Shadow is gonna take it down as well. Zinc with the first frag onto
One enemy remaining.
1v5 situation for Deku, and Shadow is gonna get the last frag. And the 6th round comes on board for Enzo Esports.
Another successful round coming down from NZO Esports, and with them leading the charge in this, they are showing quite a dominant performance, as well as the economy and fragging. Everything is looking really good to me, and I have to say that the side of Toxic Team are in quite a bit of peril right now if they don't recover the economy, which should be, I think, one of their first priorities, and then maybe try and figure out how some of these players expect these lurks and expect these flanks. And I am seeing they have that tactical mind, but they aren't sort of implementing that in some of these cases. But right now we're gonna see another push towards mid coming out of Toxic Team. We do have a lurker, the Jet AR carrier, lurking outside this A side. The wall has been taken hit by Hasbullah after he hears some noise, but GTX, Genos, X is gonna get the first frag onto Hasbullah, the Phoenix, taking out the healer. Chosen One though does retaliate with taking out the lurker AR Sharir on A main. So 4-4 man counts. Everything has slowed down a little bit after a lot of activity in the mid region. We're gonna see the Omen ultimate being played by Chosen One for information on that B garage. That is so much info, giving the information that there is no one in B main. That does allow you to think that maybe they have rotated towards this A side. So slowly but steadily, I think the players of NZO are gonna be expecting a push towards B, but we are gonna see the mid being held by NZO Shadow with the Killjoy. I think he can use some of his utility from that range, the Killjoy, Swarm Nades, and Alarm Bots from towards that A main area. As we see the first Alarm Bot giving the information that there are players in this A main area. Chosen One spots the Sage of us, and he's gonna fall back, teleport all the way into screens. As Shadow gets a frag onto Genos, he's gonna pick up the Phantom. He still has an ultimate. The Sky Dogs are gonna come in, the Trailblazers, allowing him to get some information, but Shadow's not gonna allow that in. The Breach utilities allowing them to push back, but Exodia's gonna get a frag onto Shadow, and he's gonna get a follow-up onto Zinc as well.
10 seconds
That's a
left.
double kill for him right there with 10 seconds left on the clock. We have to go into the bomb side, but Chosen One, he's hiding below heaven, and
Spike
under the
down.
radar. All these players gonna get
One
a double
enemy
kill,
remaining.
triple to clutch at the round. Okay, what a play coming out of this man. He has been playing so patiently the whole round, and in the end, that patience paid off. Playing like a true Omen, hiding under heaven. Nobody expected that with that 10-second time left. Everybody was thinking about planting the bomb, but he was there to clutch it out. Really well played.
Oh, at this point, Toxic Team needs to get their trade game up. It was a 1v3 situation for Chosen. I should say, he was all alone in A side and they couldn't trade one guy under heaven. They couldn't even check it properly, and they
Get
were
out of my way.
punished for it. Anyways, we do move on to the 8th round, as Vision is the only guy holding down this passive angle from Rafters onto B main, but I do think this is going to be a fake coming in from Toxic Team, as AR Shariar might just dash in. He does use the smoke for some reason. I don't know why he did not even dash in. The one which comes in from Chosen One to push them further back onto this market region. Hasbullah though did have that wall for himself, but it got broken down anyways. Never mind, it's still going strong, as AR Shariar trying to find something on this wall. I don't know what he's aiming at, but nonetheless, the wall will get broken down, and Chosen One
Bomb body out.
might just have the info that it's gonna be a B heaven take, as Hasbullah gets concussed by that doggy, and Chosen One with the first frag onto AR Shariar though. Main will take down Zing, evening it out for his team. The ult comes out from the Omen. That's Chosen One is trying to rotate Vision Baby with the all these kind of misses on, and Deku is gonna survive and then get the plant down. The Satchels are coming down.
30 seconds left.
Deny the plant. What is happening here? This is an interesting ball coming in from him. Exodia though taking down Shadow. Chosen One on the other side taking down Deku. GTX under a lot of pressure gets taken down by Hasbullah. Pretty situation in favor. And the eSports right now, Exodia
last player standing.
on CT. Can't even teleport. He has all the extra and he just gets spammed down by Hasbullah as they get the 8th round on board in Blow eSports.
That round was the definition of chaos right there. Each of the players, they were so out of the strats that they did not know how to improvise on the fact. I mean, somehow that wall that I think it was placed by Deku worked out. He's trying to plant the bomb. He gets it down. There was no more utility left for Vision to sort of deny that. And on the other side,
blocked his own teammate out with that wall, and I don't know what's going in their voice count, but it's not good, I suppose.
It had its benefits and it had its flaws, but I guess, I mean, overall there are things that both sides can improve on, but this time I think a lot more aggressive approach coming in from the Team Toxic. They are on a bit of a half pipe. You see a Bulldogs and some Spectres being played by them. An operator available for Enzio Shadow, who is all the way in A, holding that angle, but the side is in B, where they have taken the side, but it's loss of the player Exodia, and we're gonna see the breach ultimate coming in, almost getting his own teammate Vision, who dodges it away. He's trying to satchel above the wall. He's gonna fail once, but he's not gonna fail it twice. The smokes and the utility being played so well from the side of Enzio is gonna push them back, and they're gonna lose another player. It's a Shariar 3v5 scenario, as we see GTX Xenos X is still waiting for that wall to drop and maybe had a chance to push into heaven, but Chosen One's already ready. He has backup now as Zing. The flash is gonna come in, but Zing's gonna not be able to take the shot. It's will connect on Deku in the end, but Xenos X, he's gonna get a shot on Vision with a straight 2v4 scenario. He's trying to use his ultimate. They'll run it back to get the bomb. He's trying to push ahead, but if he dies here, the bomb will be dropped on heaven. That's gonna give even more advantage to the side of Team Toxic. But he doesn't die. He will keep the bomb alive, and a really good bot line coming in. But there's a player on the left side. He doesn't see him, and he Chosen One. He connects the headshot. It was all on timing in a 1v4 scenario. There wasn't much he could do. He tried to pull the ultimate to get the bomb. In the end, he was stuck in that Vents position, and a good rotation from Chosen One as well to go in and cut him off there. A really well played breach utility coming out from Zinc as well. The aftershocks and plot lines are really being well played by him.
Thing I'm interested in is the KD coming in from Chosen One. He's going for 13 and 1, and it's only been the 9th round. He has a kill death ratio of 13, I suppose, Kirito, in this manner. But now we do see that I think that doggy up in 3 main where Shadow is waiting for them with the operator. Shots. Shadia gets taken down by Vision with the classic. Shadow picks up a rifle for himself. Chosen One gets a refrag onto Janos as
Spike planted.
Vision. Chosen One with his crispy.
One enemy remaining.
Take down Zayed as well, while Hasbullah cleans up. Exodia is all up to Deku now. Now the situation. Will he get detained? Takes down Chosen One as well, but he does get detained. He has nothing else to do but just look at the face of Shadow as he will get knifed down, headshotted by him, and the 10th round comes on board for Enzo eSports. A nice clean round coming out. I shouldn't say clean. They had its flaws, but that ult coming in from Shadow, it was just too much for Toxic team to handle at that point, and they got the round for themselves just like that.
Right now, what I think is some of the reasons why NCO is coming out in as victors in some of these rounds is that the entrance that the Toxic team are doing, they aren't really fully utilizing their utility to its best potential. I feel like they're just smoking in and nading some of these positions and then just walking in. That is not actually how you use that utility to its full potential. You clear out some of these angles with utility and you move in with more of a coordinated manner with your players and with your utility like that. So I'm kind of not seeing that from them, which I think NZO are doing really well, which could be one of the reasons why they are winning a lot of these rounds. But this round is not going to go to the start they wish they had. We're going to see Vision taken out. But the quick trade though, Shariar, who was a little bit aggressive towards the mid region, is going to get taken out. Hasbullah. Follow-up from Exodia, who's going to take care of Zinc. 3v4 scenario. This is the most advantage team, Toxic team have had in a while. They are pushing up mid though in Hasbulla. I think he realizes we have seen them push through mid a lot though. I have to say they have done this more times than I think would give them any indication that they might do this again. So definitely they were able to predict this.
Spike
But
down
Shadow, he's
mid.
gonna get a double kill. Although there was a trade there, Deku got
your
taken out by
trail.
Hasbulla. Placed if I might say. So it's a 2v2 scenario.
Last
Shadow
player
coming on the
standing.
victor, and he's gonna predict that Exodia is there as well. He does see the Sky Ultimates coming in, gives information that he is there, and the mid bot, these the turret will give him information where he is, and he's gonna get a 4K this round, and this time Shadow showing his gunplay with the Killjoy as well. Not the
Last
most
round before the switch.
you know, the character with not the most fragging wise abilities. The Sentinel is more of a passive agent, but that aggression is such well suited to him there, and that's gonna give them another round, an 11-0 scoreline. Something I'm not gonna lie, I sort of did not expect. I thought it would be more of a equal matchup, even to some extent, but so far it's looking like NZO all the way.
Like so, players like Chosen One, Shadow, Hasbulla. I did expect this scoreline, but nonetheless, Toxic were trying their best, stay in this matchup, but it's pretty much over for them. 11-0 at this point. Hasbulla does take down Sharia, turning into a 5v4 situation for them. Vision Baby is gonna miss his nade, kind of nading himself. Very suicidal thoughts coming in from him, but Hasbulla and Zing taking all the fight that they need to take in this mid region. Shadow has also really to mid. They are just taking gunfights at this point, but they're gonna get punished for this. Super overconfident. Enzo eSports, they are getting punished for it. Obviously, situation in favor of the Toxic team right now. As a nice wall comes out from the Phoenix, but the spam from Hasbulla.
You will not kill my allies!
Enzo, but GTX is gonna trade that out.
Joke's
and
over!
even take
You're
it down
dead!
Hasbulla, while the revive comes in from Deku onto Exodia. And now it's all up to Chosen One and Vision Baby to clutch this one out. He does have an Odin for himself at this point, and the Chosen One with the Vandal. They do have
Spike
utilities.
planted.
Chosen One does have some smoke. The Vision with those satchels might even play this one out, but it's gonna be very hard for them. They have this post plan setup. Team Toxic, they're taking it very slow in the eSports. They might just take an angle. The nice flash comes out from Chosen One as Vision is gonna get a free kill onto GTX. While Vision with those satchels, he's gonna take down Exodia. And
One
that
enemy
comes in.
remaining.
One enemy comes
Last
in.
player
The ult
standing.
comes out, but Chosen One is gonna get the last player, Zayed, and turn it into a match point 12-0 scoreline going into the second half. What a clutch coming out from these two, Hirito.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a 4v2.
Switching sides.
They had a couple
Match
of ultimates
point.
with them, but still, despite that, this is the difference in gunplay coming out between these two teams. Their aim is so much on a different scale than the side of Team Toxic. I have to say, it's just at this point, I'm pretty sure things are determined. It's an 11-0 scoreline as we go into the side switch. Maybe this next pistol run, it has the possibility of being the last round in this matchup. So, overall, I mean, I guess this team have not faced a team of this caliber. Despite that, it's a good attempt. They are showing some signs of being a really tactical team. They are showing some gunfight abilities, especially Genos X and Deku. They are top fragging for their team, and they do have good aim as well. So I think they need to fully utilize their potential that they have and that I see in them. So someday maybe be able to take out this team. Okay, NCO Vision just running above the wall, takes out Deku. The wall wasn't quick enough as he's gonna nade into that backside region. Is he gonna check this hell? No, he doesn't, and Slowly is gonna punish him for that. But the follow-up from Zink, he's gonna get the trade in. It's a 3v3 scenario, low HP on the Sky's eye. As he's okay, Zink's gonna walk through the smoke and takes care of Xenos X.
Spike
That's
planted.
a big frag coming on taking the Phoenix. That's gonna miss his shot in the end. He's gonna connect the shot onto Hasbulla 2v2 scenario. Post plan, he has flashes. He knows that there's a player in CT, but he doesn't know where
One
the is. But he's gonna
enemy
be figured out.
Last
As Chosen
player
One takes care of
standing.
Air Sharir. They have information. Both players low in HP. One right click could determine this, and it's Chosen One who's gonna click first.
Attackers win.
As Zayed is just walking,
Onto
giving
this
the noise
moment.
that I am here.
Can't stop
But
here.
in the end, the reactions were better from the side of Chosen One. And that's the match, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see NZO Esports advancing up to this tournament in the next rounds. But the Toxic team, I have to say there's a big skill difference over here in between these two teams. Obviously, a 13-0 scoreline suggests But overall, I think as I said again, these are the open qualifiers, and these teams actually have more of a potential than some people might say they don't, stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to see Toxic Team if they are to play more, little bit more tactically in the competitive scene. Maybe we might see them in the future with a lot more success, with a lot more better performance in some of these matches. So overall, the Toxic Team, you guys have the potential. Keep working at it, and maybe someday even you'll beat a team of these standards very easily. Who knows? So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to those days. But overall, NZU Esports are your winners, and it was a really well played match by them. They have good fragging, and they also have a lot of good utility play coming in, which makes a really good team. So yeah, definitely an ideal team in my eyes, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in the future as well. So yeah, Paxter, you have any thoughts on that match?
Team Toxic did try their best, but they're the satchels of this match, and they're out from this tournament. Now, what I want to talk about is this KD coming out from Chosen One. He is 18 to 2. Yes, basically his ratio is 9, and that is just crazy at this point of the tournament. But nonetheless, they do move on to the round of 32, and we do have another match coming up, guys. So stay tuned for that.
Esports fans, do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the VBC PL Valorant Tournament round of 64 open qualifiers. We are on to the next match for the day, and the next match is between Veteran Esports and Mahardoa Gaming. It's hard to say that, or I'm just call them MDG. How about that, Faxer? Is that good?
So yeah, it works. I guess works for them. It's a very long name.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna call
but
them MDG, and they're gonna be facing up in the map of Ascent, where Veteran Esports are gonna be attacking first, and Marador Gaming's or MDG, as we say, are gonna be defending for the first half. So, as we see, the players are in the lobby, and we are gonna be starting the starting off the match as soon as all of them are ready. But speaking of the teams, I think one of the most between these two, at least the most eye-catching team, then I think a lot of people will be keeping their eyes on this team is Veteran Esports. So obviously they have a lot of good players. We see Yami in the team, we see Akame, we see Arman. These players have already proved that they are quite capable of being on that top level. So how do you think they are gonna be performing in these open qualifier stages?
in my opinion, if you take it, it's gonna be pretty easy for them. They are a team filled with star players. They have the perfect balance of experience, plus the young potential that they have in the form of Yami and Arman. They just like to frag out aggressively. On the other side, Sonic and Exorcist, the new member that he joined in the squad, their brains just are the engines for this team. And you got the newest recruit, who is going to be Snowflakes. And it's kind of his proving ground at this point that he deserves to be in this team. But nonetheless, Mardua Gaming is gonna never mind, MDG has qualified through the round of 128, and they are now in this round facing off Veteran Esports, are a very hard opponent to tackle. But if they can pull off something magical, I think they got this.
Definitely a match to look forward to and see their performance. But I'm also optimistic about the other team, which is MDG or Mardo Gaming, and I think most of the players are a little bit unfamiliar, and we don't actually know most about their performance. We at least haven't seen them on stream just yet, but I think I've seen or at least played with Headache in the VBC parts, and I think he has a good aim and good game sense and good potential. So we're gonna be going into the agent selection screen, and we see the agents are being picked. And if you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen, why there are 4 players in the side of MDG, it is because I think one of their players had an issue with their monitor, and basically a technical difficulty, so they had to disconnect from the match and they can't play this match. So I think MDG have opted to play a 4v5, which is obviously unfortunate. There's nothing we can do about it. This is their decision, so we have to respect it and go in with the match. But hopefully they will be able to perform as they could with 5 men. Easier said than done, but we're look we're optimistic for them as we see the agent selections are in. We're gonna see both sides opting to go for an Omen instead of the Astra, which is bit of the still in the meta right now. But overall, the rest of the teams are going to go with some basic picks from the side of Veteran Esports. We're going to see Redemption with the Omen, Exili Arman or Arman from Veteran Esports is going to go for the Phoenix pick. And we see the rest of the players are coming, going for the Reyna, Loons going for the Jet, and Yami going for the Sova. A good lineup coming in. It's a bit of a traditional lineup, a couple, 3 duelists, but no a Sentinel and a Sentinel and a controller to back them up. So definitely looking forward to see what kind of performance they can show up with 3 duelists. On the other side, we are going to see the 4-man squad from MDG. AGNT, who's going to go for the Omen. We're going to see Pankao, interesting name, with the Sage, and Headache with the Reyna. Rehan going for the Sova as well. So a pretty similar lineup. I think if they had another, the 5th man, they might have gone for another duelist maybe. So for now, they are going to be sticking with the 4-man to see what kind of performance they can put up with this lineup.
Before the match even starts, the pulse timer has been turned on by the side of from the side of MDG, and they might be saying that their 5th player might just be coming, so we might be having a fair match in the end, guys.
Well, hopefully, if he is able to come back, we're definitely looking forward to to a 5v5, a proper fair fight. So I think we're gonna take a break while the admins sort that out. We'll be back in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. And in the meantime, let's talk about our sponsors: Blisstyle Electronics, Ravenclaw Coin Shop. Make sure to check out their Facebook page. This tournament is powered by Range.gg, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for esports content in various games. And our community partner is VBC, or Bangladesh Valorant Bangladesh community on Facebook. So make sure to check all of them out, and we'll be back as soon as the players are ready to rehost the match.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. And now we do have a 5v5 matchup going in between these two teams, MDG going up against Veteran Esports. And we do see the picks coming in once again, going for that jet pick. Headache is going to stick up with the Reina. So Rehan is going to go for the Sova. Imam, the fifth player that was missing, he has come back and he is going to pick that Phoenix, as you were talking about, Kirito, the double duelist setup that they were planning to do initially.
Definitely, the double duelist is more of a suitable setup in this tournament, and we're gonna see some changes coming out from Veteran Esports as well. They were on a triple duelist setup when playing the 5v4. Maybe they were a little confident right now, but with the fifth man joining in, they are gonna be changing their minds to go for a double duelist setup with Akame going for the Reina and Loons going for the Jet. We're gonna see Yami sticking to the Sova. Arman, he's gonna lock in the Killjoy, I suppose, and Redemption, the final Omen. So it's we do see both sides going for the Omen, as I stated again in the first agent selection. We're not seeing a lot of Astra picks in these open qualifiers, which I think is interesting because the current meta actually demands more of the wide spread out play that Astra can provide all over the map with the utility that she has. I think it's really crucial to have that Astra pick in, and it's going to be really tough if you don't. Even with a Brimstone who has had some buffs in the recent patch, it's going to be really difficult to actually perform with the same potential that you could have with him on the team and not having the Astra on your side. So overall, I'm really interested to see how far these teams that are sticking with the Brimstone or Omen picks in these matches to actually stack up with some of the already well-established teams in the scene who play these new agents, who play and follow these new metas regularly. So it's definitely going to be quite an interesting competition to, basically see the fight between the old school and the new school metas, and a fight that I'm really interested to see, and hopefully we will see at the end of these open qualifiers, as we see the first round beginning. 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock. The shock darts are already flying from the side of the defenders of MDG Gaming. And Recon Bolt also coming in. Should be destroyed immediately, not giving much information at all. Rehan is not going to be happy about that. We're going to see Yami actually push into the Sova. He's going to drone and tag his own counterpart, the Evil Twin. As my friend says, Crestronauts, who isn't casting today, it says, my friend, we miss you. And smoke has been placed by the Omen, but from the other side, Akami just lurk in. Redemption with it getting traded though by Headache, but Akami with another frag to bringing the arena diff. So it's a 3v3 scenario as we see Arman is still trying to play outside the doors area in Garden. He almost got caught out by Iman, who will get taken out. Arman gets the frag on him as we see the rotations are coming in. Rehan is trying to go towards his catwalk region to catch off the player, catch off the Killjoy. But he is already long gone and he's rotating through this aim. And a little jumping right click from Yami. He's gonna take down Pankao and is the only player left alive is Rehan, who is getting pushed from all sides. 3 players. Yami's gonna take him out with a double kill in the end, and really strong performance coming out with these players. Akame and Yami both getting 2 of their own. Arman with a single onto, I think it was Imam who was on the rotation. Really good game sense to predict that a player could be rotating that late into the game. So the first round going to the side of Veteran Esports with the economic advantage in their hands. They are going to go for the Spectres. I think Yami's looking to go for a bit of a save. He's going to stick with the Ghost, and the players from MDG Gaming are going to go for the save, all pistols in their hands.
So yeah, and now we do move on to the second round. Sova is coming to round for best to take. But what I want to talk about is the first round. At the start of the round, MDG did have the initial advantage, man advantage today, but in the end it just didn't work out for them. Although we do see once again MDG getting the advantage at first, but immediately getting traded out and getting evened out. Headache though with that shorty.
1 enemy remaining.
Cheeky angle onto Catwalk. He's gonna take down Akame. Does get the Spectre for himself up to 121 HP. I think
Spike planted.
Redemption is jumping onto that off angle position. He did hear the reload as well. Redemption though holding this angle, jumping once again, giving the info and getting punished for it, just like that. Headache doing so much damage to the economy of Veteran Esports. The dart comes out from Yami, getting some getting no info whatsoever. This will break that, but does spot out Arman, but Yami with the flank is gonna take him down and get the second round on the board for that veteran esports.
2-0 scoreline, and Veteran Esports are looking quite strong. We are gonna see Yami with that really, I mean, he has a good game sense. He got brought down to quite a low HP early on in the round because of the shock darts and all the utility that I think MDG were throwing at him. But overall, in these late stages, he just shows his game sense so much, and I think he should be a bit of an anchor in this team. And he is currently top fragging with no deaths alongside Arman as well. So this team is looking really strong. Right now, we are gonna see a full buy coming out from their opponents. MDG though, you can see all rifles in their hands, all vandals in a rush from Loons. That aggression paying off. Not gonna help that they have rifles for long. Shocker reveals the position of Rehan. He's gonna take into my Loon as well. Loons is just going absolute monkey in this matchup. He's just rushing in, dashing in everywhere he can, playing like a natural jet. And in the end, I mean, with barely, I think, losing 20 seconds into the round, they are already in the side. They have planted the bomb, and they're ready for the in a really well placed postman scenario. We do see again it is Loon who's gonna go for another pick and triple kill of 4K possibly. He does get in. Yami's gonna get the final kill as well, denying him the ace but winning them the round. It's a 3-0 scoreline, and well, absolutely, I mean, really impressive gunplay coming out from the side of Veteran Esports. Obviously, we expected them to play really well, but right now they are looking like they're on top of the world. And early on in the matchup as well, so that is really helpful for them.
Yes, this is a nice strategy coming out from Veteran Esports. You know, in the bonus round, you do want to just rush into sites and get those unequal gunfights in favor of your team, and that's what Veterans did in that round, and they did it so beautifully. On the round for themselves. And flawless round, I suppose. It was their bonus round, but it was still flawless for them. Loons once again going super aggressive with those dash. He's gonna get the side for themselves, just like that. But then this play coming from EJ is gonna cost him his life as Loons gets another one. Which is saved. Loons going aggressive once again. Getting that frag on from Rehan. He's just connecting. They might just even take down Imam as well. Imam trying to flash up with the Bucky. The Bowman is waiting for him right there. He's gonna take down Redemption. And now it's a 1v3 headache. Sorry this one out, but Redemption will be standing on top of them. He gets the headshot in and gets the 4th round for his team. Although it was an eco round coming in from Veteran Esports, they my MDG did a lot of damage to the economy of Veteran Esports, and now they are on a full buy this time around.
Well, we are gonna go into the first buy round in this matchup. Both sides have their rifles in their hands. The only thing different for these teams are the sobers, as Rehan is going for the half armor. Niami is gonna stick with the full armor alongside the rest of his team. This time, I think, yeah, a lot of aggression coming down from this side of Veteran Esports. Punkao is that really well beat. Does get 2 kills, and Rehan as well gets away. Loon does find the frag onto Punkao. This is really well played from the side of my MDG. I just wanted to say this one, that they should bait out this aggression that Veteran Esports show almost at the beginning of every round. They rush into this mid or B side. They really rush into the A side, which requires a little bit more precision than the other options they have of attacking. We do see Redemption, the only one alive. 1v4 scenario. He spots the first player, Rehan, who hits the sofa, but a shock dart's gonna allow him to push him back, as we see Headache coming in from the off angle, getting the headshot. Really well played, and we're gonna see a near flawless round coming down from the side of MDG. So that's a really good strat coming out of them to actually bait out and wait for them to rush in and hide in these positions and peek all at once, maybe with guns, maybe with utility, but overall, I mean, I think that that patience is gonna pay off really well in the long run. So finally, we're gonna see some economic improvement from the side of MDG. All Veteran Esports have had a good economy for a while, since 4 rounds in a row. So they are gonna both sides are gonna be able to buy some buy some rifles. But
should run.
right now, we're gonna see Punkao with half armor. I'm not sure, he could have bought full armor, but he is gonna sorry, at least half armor. But he's gonna go for no armor for now. I'm not sure why. Yeah, but we're gonna see another dash in coming in. Imam through the flash. He's gonna find a frag onto Akame, but another detained player. It is Rehan who's not going to be able to defend himself. We're going to see a 3v4
Spike
scenario
planted.
already post-plant as we see the bomb plant has gone down. The aggression from veteran esports remains unmatched. And now, are they waiting to push out of the side? I guess they are, as Redemption takes on Mancao. We're going to see the ultimate being brought by Redemption. He's going to TP all the way to their base. It's cancelled in the end. He's going for some fake Omen TPs as well. The recon coming out from Yami is such useful information, and through the wall, he's so good with that solo as Redemption finds another frag onto Headache to finish off the round. 1-5 the scoreline, and the aggression is looking as powerful as ever. The fast-paced gaming is something that MDG are having a really hard time keeping up with. And right now, their economy is near broke. They have to make a buy that will hopefully save their economy and allow them to win the round and have some room to breathe at the same time. So, you do see some eco weapons, a Spectre and a Sheriff, but alongside them is an AWP being played by Headache. So, let's see if this round could be their game changer.
An interesting pick coming out from Headache so early. Not even dropping the rifle for his teammate Mancao. Wow, and AJ with the slide into the assisted bag. They do have a advantage to veteran this time around. Looking super aggressive onto this catapult position. Imam gets some info with his all but taken down in the end by Redemption. Yami is gonna take down Ihan. 5v3 situation as Akame
Last player standing.
taking apart
Flawless.
for MDG as Yami and Loons finish it up for their team and gets the 6th round on the board.
Round coming down from the veteran esports. I'm not sure what to say. I mean, obviously they are being super fast paced, but I think, as I said before, you know, baiting out that aggression should be the way to go for MDG, at least for now. I think the side of veteran, they will be able to improvise on the fly. They do change those strategies really quick whenever they see their opponent has adjusted to them. So so I think that instead of aggressive so much, you see Headache taking a really aggressive position. Instead of going for that every round, he will be detected. No, he's gonna go off under the radar. They're not gonna check this angle. He does find a frag onto Redemption. He's trying to dismiss away, but to no avail as Loons takes him down. Imam with a trade onto Arman. He is hiding there behind the box. You see Loons, classic shot. Takes out, doesn't even need to pull out his rifle, takes out the Sova, Rehan, as we see Akame a follow-up onto Imam. It is all onto these two players, Pankao and AJ&T, both coming from this A side, and I think Loons is aware of that he knows that both a lot of these players were already in the B, the side of B, so I think the rest of the players are going to be rotating from A as we see the bomb plant will go down in a matter of few seconds here. They're clearing out the side, making sure they are ready for the post-plant scenario. As we see the wall being broken by AJ&T, and he's gonna bring back a player as well. Headache is back in the game from the revive brought by Sage. Pankao bringing him back, making this the odds even for them too. Yami pulls out the drone to get information, but oh, Headache! He gets counter. He just pulled out the Empress ultimate, but that split second, a really well placed blind, a clean headshot coming down from Akame, and right now AJ&T just, I think he gave away a lot of noise.
One enemy remaining.
Essentially, Pankao gave the noise cue. Triple kill for Akame, triple kill for Loons because of the revive. And the round is theirs. Veteran esports looking as strong as ever. Despite losing that one round, didn't phase them at all. Maybe a lot of teams would have been like, okay, they might have figured out our aggressive strategy. Maybe we should slow things down. No, they stuck with that fast-paced, the fast-paced plays, and they are still getting rounds with that.
The veteran esports is going super aggressive every round, taking those gunfights for themselves. You know, their utility usage is a little bit off because, you know, last round we did see Yami shooting that dart and not catching Headache onto mid, but this time around going once again. He doesn't care about anything. He just pushes in blindly and takes those gunfights for himself. He does get spotted out by that drone though. There are a lot of times he has to fall back this time. But this flank coming in from Pankao is gonna take down Akame, but he's gonna even think down as he takes
Spike
down
down mid. Last player
gets taken
standing.
down as well.
One enemy remaining.
2 headshot is gonna take both of them down. Yami on HP right now. He has to clutch this one out for his team. Well, Pankao is on the full HP and he does know the location of Yamba right now.
Scanning ahead.
I mean, can play this a little bit smart with his utilities. He does have his ultimate left as well. If he can position himself onto B main somehow, I think there's a chance of him winning this round. But he does. Is he trying to
Oh
take
my-
No, no way. No way. The timing doesn't
The
pan out for him.
timing.
And Panka is gonna get that round for himself as the second round comes on board for MDG. And this is what they did, you know. You have to counter aggression with aggression. This time around, Panka, he did aggress onto that A main position. He flanked them and took them down. They were busy, you know, watching his flank while Headache came in from CT, held that crossfire angle, and just took them down with those headshots. And that's what got them the round. But I would suggest that they make this a 7-5 scoreline, or this is gonna be very hard for them to come back.
Yeah, right now they need every advantage they can get, and that advantage is a 7-5 scoreline, which, as you said, Faxer, if they don't get that, it's gonna get really difficult to come back from, and maybe a 9-3 or a 8-4 scoreline is a lot harder compared to that. But right now, again, an aggressive push by Veteran Esports coming into this B side. I think this cubby position will be revealed. Imam is gone like a barrel. It's Mission Barrel. Great is there. You just get a frag before dying, though. He takes on ways are there. TP coming down from AT&T, not what you want to see there.
Spike
As
planted.
coming, kills him from behind, a backstab coming in. Scenario. All pairs from Veteran, they have their ultimates. We're gonna see a counter ultimate coming
Last
down.
player
The
standing.
Soval will find Rehan, Sovadiv. And Redemption will find the final frag onto Headache. That was, I think, a really quick round. But it was a good attempt coming down from the side of MDG because they had good angles. They found some frags where I think some of the players didn't realize Imam finding a frag before dying in that oblivious position, taking down the loons. And I think AT&T, if he played that a little bit more patiently, maybe he could have got his first frag of the day. But right now things aren't looking good for them. It's an 8-2 scoreline. The economy is not looking good as we see their buys. We do see a Sheriff, Bucky, one singular Vandal by
Get out of my
Pankao.
way.
And the Ares there as well. As we see a rush towards this A side, it's going to be easier said than done. And the dash coming in from Loon. As we see, their side is being taken. Arman with the first frag onto AT&T. With assist coming in from Redemption. But the bomb pen will go down. Imam spamming through the smoke with the Bucky, not finding anything. He should pick up that Ares maybe. He will be taking down the door, breaking it. And the ultimate being used by him. He's trying to rush into side with the run it back. He's trying to take a flare, but he won't find one as Redemption takes on his ultimate. And another frag went down there onto Rehan. As Redemption finds the
Last
follow-up onto
player
Imam, who was
standing.
rushing in. Redemption with another one onto Pankao. It's all onto Headache with a Deagle and a Dream, 45 HP. 1v5 clutch for him. He has 6 bullets. Maybe he can connect 5 of those. He's one. No, the bot! Oh. He missed from the start, but even worse, the bot spots him and allows Redemption to quickly flick onto him.
Last round
And
in the
giving a
half.
flawless round for the side of Veteran Esports. A 9-2 scoreline will, I think, pretty much guarantee the last round because we see the economy of MDG, despite saving for a few rounds, still not enough for them to go for a decent buy in this late stage of the game. And that is something you do not want to face at a last round. So, yeah, things aren't looking good for them right now.
Yeah, now we do move on to the 12th round, the last round of the first half. Rush coming in
Block in
from
sight.
B-side this time. Loon going to just win. But Imam is gonna miss all of his shots, but some Kuyami as he will take it down.
Spike planted.
Position in favor of Veteran Esports right now. I think he has to put this one out. AJ and left the side of MDJ as AJ is gonna get the first kill of this match for himself.
One enemy remaining.
Comes out.
One enemy
Gets taken out by
remaining.
Vincent in the end. But Headache in a 1v1 situation. He has to play this out smartly, and he does just quite swings him and takes him down just like that. They get the third round on the board. MDG.
Clutch.
It's still a big gap, but I still think if they can come back from this.
I'm
Switching
gonna go on a
sides.
length here. It is possible for a team to come back, but can that team be MDG is the question. If it were any other team, Maybe yes, but currently with this this style of play that they are going with, I'm gonna have to disagree. It looks really hard. It's still possible though, but they have to change a lot of things, and I think that kind of improvisation is gonna be really difficult to pull off mid-match. So it's gonna be tough nonetheless, but still it's possible. We are gonna see this after the side switch. Only 3 rounds required. I think no, actually 4 rounds required from the side of Victory Esports to win this. So it's not the closest of, not the most one-sided match we've seen, at least by date. But it is definitely up there with the 9-3 scoreline. So far, it is more closer than some of the matches we've already had. As we begin this next round in the first half, as we see on defense this time is Veteran Esports. Maybe they were trying to go aggressive on defense as well, which has been done though by Loons, who's holding this really aggressive angle with his Sheriff on A main. He does have a dash though. He can dash away, so as we see some flashes coming in, so will the recon. I think they were aware of his position. They were able to push him out, but at the cost of a lot of utility. See Arman holding in this catwalk. He's gonna get tagged a little bit by Headache. Reina, who's been performing really well. We're gonna see a recon coming in alongside with a flash. He's gonna get the kill there with a lot of assistance from his teammates. That's the level of coordination you need, MDG, to be able to stand up. We can see such good utility usage coming out from them. As we see AG&T is solo pushing B. I think he's trying to sell a fake, which will be successful. Look at this, 4 players alive. 4 celebrity esports are being pulled, but Indian Loons and Arman, they're gonna have their
30
senses
seconds
tingling.
left.
The spicy senses tingling, and they are gonna be able to get the
Spike
bomb
down
down.
A.
They realize the fake was on B side, and they're gonna get the frags from the
One
A side,
enemy remaining.
keeping the bomb in their
Flawless.
control. And Arman with a 4K finishing this round off, taking out Imam as the last frag.
Target
And
out.
he himself, with that game sense, it's really well played. Loon and Arman in the last second. I was looking at the map and I was expecting that maybe just turn back right now. You're gonna catch them off guard, and they did. And it was huge for that round. As we're gonna see the 10-3 scoreline popping up in our screens, they are one step closer to finishing it all off. And right now, Maxer, what do you think are the steps for a team like MDG to hopefully come back in this, if it is possible?
From the likes of last round, their strategies are working somewhat. The rotation did come in. Where for players
Spike
check
down
corners
B.
and every corners at angles against a team like Veterans Esports, who like to play off on those play off their abilities, and play off of those cheeky angles as well. So let's see if they can counter that. MDG Headache does take down a common, turning into a 3v3 situation. It is a buy round coming in from Veteran Esports on the other side. MDG are going for that save. That will take down Han. Then Cecilia Arman trying to take down
One enemy
on the other
remaining.
side of the map. In here, Headache has been pressured down, and he will get pressured down by Yami. He will get taken down, and it's 11-3 scoreline in favor of Veteran Esports right now. The first bite out might just come out from MDG in the second half. If they lose this round, I think it's pretty much over for that reason.
Well, absolutely. As we see the scoreline suggest 11-3. One loss here is pretty much sure, almost 99% sure that you might not take the match point. But still, there's always the chance. But right now, we can see a pause has come in. It is from the admin side, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be taking a short break before we begin the next the next round. Till then, we keep our eyes open. We'll be right back as soon as the issue has been resolved. Stay with us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the VBC PL Season 1 round of 64 Open Qualifiers. Valorant tournament is going on, and we've begun this next round after the pause. Sorry for the wait, but we are back and hoping to see this competition go further as we see the scoreline between the match between Veterinary Sports and MDG Mardoa Gaming is 11-3, and Veterinary Sports are looking to finish things off real quick with this aggressive playstyle. Even in defense, in some of these rounds, they are pushing out so far ahead. Look at this. They are really impatient in some of these cases. They are definitely feeling their aim quite a bit. We do see their gunfight really superior compared to some of these players, but Headache will prove me wrong there as he takes down Akame. Great at if I can say that, if I may say that, as we see Yami is trying to go for the drone. He does spot out the player. Information is there that he is positioned in this mid-region with this aggressive play coming down from the Omen Redemption. I think he doesn't expect that Headache. He didn't know that the player had advanced so close, but this time, in the meanwhile, push towards the B side from these couple of players. It's Rehan and the Omen Redemption, not Redemption, sorry, it is AG&T. They have entered into this B side successfully. As we see, that is a fake though, and it is convincing enough for almost all four of the players to be pulled into that A side. But I think again it's Arman who's like, Spidey senses tingling. Maybe we see the bomb plant is yet to go to
30
Redemption,
seconds
takes out AG&T, and there's only one player left on that B side, so it's pretty much ensured as the bomb plant has not gone down. This is a fake, but the turrets and utilities from Killjoy are still there. As soon as he gets into range, the turret will activate, and there we go. Support from the turret. Arman's gonna
One
get the fire to
enemy
Pankao.
remaining.
Rehan does find a follow-up onto Yami though.
No, you
Imam still in that held position, 1v2 as he takes on Arman. He's trying to flash his way out of this position, but he's still inside, stuck. The flash is gonna come in, but Loon dashes in and gets the frag. Despite not being flashed, Imam isn't able to connect the shot. Loon with that superior aim, and the shot on the head will finish him off. We're gonna see a 12-13, 12-3 scoreline, sorry, and that will ensure match point for the set of Veteran
Match
Esports,
point.
looking strong and looking to start this round of 64 with a really confident run. And I guess, yeah, that definitely ensures their economy quite a bit of advantage compared to
Placing sentry.
the side of MDG. Even if they aren't able to win these the match point run, I'm pretty sure the economy if of MDG won't stay stable that long if Veteran Esports continues this level of gunplay right now. We do see a full buy coming out of them, but at the lack of some armor, we do see Pankao has no armor at all, and everyone except for AG&T, who has gone for the only Spectre in the round, he's gonna have full armor. But the first round in favor of MDG as Redemption, the top fragger for Veteran Esports, has been taken down. AG&T trying to aggress even more, but the spam coming in from Yami will tag him a little bit. They do have a Sage and heal him, but Akame with the operator play is gonna connect the shot onto AG&T and making it a 4v4. Yami going for more spams, but it's not connecting on Pankao because he is behind cover. So it's still a 4v4 as the rotation towards B side is here. This time it's a real one as the bomb has never ever touched that A side. It had always been in this B side. And right now they are aggressing on this B. They have a lot of utility to work with the side of MDG. But Yami and Loon, with his Odin spray, Yami, he's gonna slow the push down. He has a recon. He's gonna use that to try and detect if any players are pushing. He will be spotting Imam, spams him down, still yet to lose any HP at all. As the wall is gonna fall from the fallen Phoenix
player
as
standing.
he counter finds an operator shot of the
seconds
headache. Loon's gonna fall off with the punch down.
B.
Has the other one alive, but not
Defenders
for long
win.
as Loon's finishes off the match and giving us a 13-3 scoreline that actually I thought would happen for quite a while, but we have our winners for this matchup. It is Veteran Esports defeating MDG or Mardoa Games with quite a bit of a difference and quite a dominating performance. We are going to see the scoreboard over here lose with 18-6. Not the best performance we've seen today, but definitely a highlight. And I'm looking forward to see this team in the future. From the side of MDG, obviously, I think they don't have the same level of fragging compared to the side of Veteran Esports. We did say, I think Headache and Imam, they had popped off in their own respective rounds, but the rest of the team definitely need to perform a lot better. And utility-wise, also, I think there is a lot of room room for improvement. But overall, it was a good match from both sides. But it is going to be the victors who are Veteran Esports. Moving on to the next round. So yeah, that is pretty much all the matches here for us. Let's talk about the sponsors once more before we say goodbye. It is Blisstyle Electronics, Ravenclaws Eshop. Make sure to check out their respective Facebook pages. And our community partner is VBC, Valorant Bangladesh community. Make sure to check out the Facebook group, and the tournament is powered by Range.gg. So subscribe to the YouTube channel for esports content, and we'll be back next time with more Valorant content in this VBCPL Season 1. And stay with us. We'll be right back.